The most fundamental recent change in politics and generally society over the last 20 years is the devaluation of truth. Why should we let the truth get in the way of what we want to do? We're free. We can do whatever we want. We can create any justification for ourselves to do anything if we are not held back by those difficult facts. We don't have to use our own thinking to figure out who's telling the truth or what the truth is. The truth is just not that important. And if my community says that something is true, then without questioning, it is true. If we all stick together, our argument will be stronger. Nobody questions. It's easier that way, and we can get what we want. We will prevail. We will be in control. The throwing of truth aside is emotionally very appealing. I'm winning, and it feels good. The problem with this kind of thinking is that it cannot change the physical world that we depend on, that affects us, that supports us. Even if everyone sticks together in their thinking, we cannot stop the changing of the seasons. We must plant the fields in the spring to be able to harvest in the fall. There are facts, the cold, hard facts, the cold, hard, loving facts. If the truth is just not that important, then respecting people who have spent their lives searching out the truth is just not that important. We don't need to listen to anyone. We have common sense. We just know. And if we all stick together, who's to say we're wrong? But when the crops are not there to be harvested, that's what tells us we are wrong. That's what will tell us we cannot force the truth to be only what we want it to be. In our political system, we have courts that determine, to the best of our ability, what the truth is as it pertains to the law. Over 60 court cases were submitted by the former president claiming the election was rigged. 60 different sets of judges, lawyers, election officials, and investigators of both parties determined that the election was not only not rigged, but indeed it was fair. And in fact, this last election was the most fair and the best run election in American history. It doesn't feel good to lose. And it may not feel good to hear that fact. But to deny the truth and act on falsehoods only makes matters worse. To believe someone who claimed he had the largest inaugural crowd ever, when your own eyes saw the comparative photos, that is not valuing your ability to see. It does not respect you. It is hard to face the truth. It is hard to plant the fields. And it is hard to harvest in the fall. But it is wonderful to sit down at the Thanksgiving table with family and friends, knowing that you have fed them by facing what is hard. The truth will feed us. Let us face it together, as hard or as loving as it may be.